purpose of today's video is to show you how we're going to connect this, allow me to use this compressor while I'm on the road. I brought this compressor from a local motorbike shop, and you can see it's pretty bare bones. It's got a cable here with a standard SAE connection on the side, on the end side, and quite a long cable. The lead that it came with for connecting directly to the battery, quite low gauge, and doesn't have a fuse, so we won't be using that. This set of crocodile clips here with the SAE connector to quickly connect to the battery isn't convenient, and these are bulky, so we're getting rid of those. I instead purchased a ready-made lead rather than making it to allow me to connect this straight to the battery. It's a more substantial lead, and it comes with a fuse holder. I think if I remember rightly reading the instructions for this, which comes from Rocky Creek Designs, they recommend using it with a 15 amp fuse. So that cable is good to go. This connector's is water resistant. It's got a rubber housing on it, and the positive is has some braiding on it to help reduce the chance of it chafing and shorting on the chassis. One thing to consider with having a compressor while you're on the road is that you want it to be convenient to use. Compressor, often people will just crocodile clip it onto the battery, or they'll store this under the saddle. But if you've got luggage across your bike seat, it's going to make it hard to access this connector. So one thing to consider when you're putting this connection in is to stow it so that you don't have to lift the seat off the bike to use this, because in many instances you'll need to take the luggage off your bike to be able to do that. Righto, so we're going to repeat what we did on the Hemi on this 390. This 390 actually has a cable already fitted, but we need to fit it in a position that's more suited should there be luggage on the back, so that we can get access to the cable easily on the road without propping the seat open. So first thing first, let's get the seat open so we can see the cable. So you can see on the 390 it's the same cable but a different brand. So this is more a case of just routing the cable into a decent position rather than going through everything I went through with the Hemi. I don't know if I mentioned before, but I took the fuse out while I'm doing this so that I don't have to disconnect it from the battery while I'm trying to push the cable through to a better position. I think I've found a route through through all the panels and stuff that I might be able to use without actually removing any panels, which will be handy. I had this through a few minutes ago, but now it's proving to be a struggle. Oh no, there we go. Through that. Pull this out. Okay, my memory card filled up and I didn't realise, so you probably missed all the excitement of me running this cable in. Anyway, so the cable, I managed to run it down here between the airbox and the existing loom, and then I pulled the side panel out slightly and I was able to get it between the airbox and the frame down to the other side out here, which I will show you just out of shot, so I'll come around here and show you the route in a second. And then underneath the bracket above the battery there comes out here, which I will now find a location to secure with a cable tie, and I'll put the rubber grommet back. Okay, awesome, so it's cable tied to the frame there, so I don't need to use it. I can stow it in here out the way, and when I need it I can just pull it out here like this. Easy. That's an awesome place to keep it